yo, shouts out to all the former .clan members. Shouts out to all the former Aza Nation squad. Shouts out to MSC. Shouts out to AMP, even though I was a clan hopper. And in that case, shouts out to Suki. Come hear me preach to these leeches. The need to speak out each treason. Teasing with freedom and beat them. No one to teach them the reasons. We call season to season with mental diseases. Too many deceased. Rest in peace. People of peace are on the streets with crooks and geeks. One with greed, one with weed, one with the need to make you bleed. One on speed and some petty. I hope you're ready. This ain't no Freddy Dreddy. Label me Colonel Ernal, able to make this journal eternal. Put these fables to the table with my pen and pencil. Even when it's consequential. Pause the lentils. Fuck my mental. Isolated and I hate it. I'm torn from my fabricated blanket. Awoken from all of my dreams and it seems to me I'm no longer who I mean to be. It's a damn shame. We're in champagne, raised with the brains, but there's drink in my veins to drown the pain from my family name. Crack leaves a mane in ways I can't explain. Oh, the disdain, living in fast lanes. Smoke feeling glass stains and someone asking why this shit ain't lasting. And keep on puff, passing.
Hey, yo, quick shouts out to my homies, Voltage, Flaws, Drizzy, Aspect, Dex, and Energy.
The way I eluded poverty seems I've secluded the lottery. Wish it included a father for me, although ain't no bother to me if someone throws a shot at me. With all this money, there's no order to see. My brothers are more than keen for some morbid thing. I'm orbiting with court orders ordering their sobriety. Oh, the irony that leads to all sorts of piracy, way more than piracy.
And I'm not talking about them straw hats.
I sit and wait to contemplate about my fate. Hide my face from the mistakes I can't erase. Can't put the blame on the pain and vein that comes with your name. There ain't no shame from gain that comes from all the pain. Only issue is the tissues in my brain that laid away. Drink in my veins and I start to say, filled with determination. Let me tell y'all about that term First Nation. On the resin where you test your words, complacence. Brothers and mothers with poor occupations. Industrial complex tells these folks taking tokes makes for terrestrial objects. With the dope giving hope we'll make it out the projects. One day we'll pass this crooked dialect and all our stupid piles of debt. They say no offense, but some taken. My people have been forsaken. Lost a lot and our souls are up for the taking. Mom and pop's in heaven, and out of the 7 I was the first to be graduating. It saves patience with what this world was fabricating. Found it fascinating, cannot be native and ask us why you hating. Leave us isolated on this reserve filled with cold nerves and bold pervs with an infatuation for masturbation.
Now y'all heard my evaluation and I leave my salutations. Real shit though, I hope y'all like that masturbation line. I got a good chuckle out of it.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how.
You struggle against prophecy, like a stone loosed from a sling. How thrilling to launch, how breathtaking the apex, and how terrifying the descent as gravity drags you down into the abyss.
What are you doing, kiddo? You really gonna go through with this?
I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill.
Consider me a denizen, cause I've been a pretend friend, while also being a sound band. A friendly gent with plenty spent. I medicine for his regiment, breath of peppermint spear. I guess the estimate is clear. Do I do some time, or keep dodging these binds? I realign my mind with inside, to decline the benign design that defines the kind of times. Feed it out with lies of crime. You brought over a disease to kill us with ease, so you can build up the land and streets for the land of police?
Like what the fuck is that about, dude?
I earned my pennon as a tenant, pretending to send on the venom. Thought I'd learn with 2 evictions, but it's giving me skewed precision. This is the white man's land, they punish you for taking a stand. Y'all went and stole my land, so don't mind me when I steal your fans. Oh, I'm under demand, y'all don't even understand. All of my bros turned to foes, stealing each other's clothes and hoes. No one ever specified that I'd have to testify against a mess that my brother created while he was faded. Man, what are you out here doing this rap shit for? You ain't never been a rapper. You ain't no gangster, you're just a wannabe thug. What the fuck you doing? Huh? Wannabe ass bitch. Rapping and shit. Making a fool of yourself. Letting down all your friends and whatnot. Fuck, dude. Tell you what. It was about 2018 when my pops had to leave the physical realm. It's statistical, I tell him, after he should die. My friends would tell me goodbye, cause I don't know how to cope. Now it's just a hood by my side, so I tote guns for fun. Holding out for hope, was addicted to Zan when it was just me and my nan. Now it's just me and my hands, trying to write these plans. You best believe me, heard all the reasons and treason for treaties. Y'all had magazines and steady lad, ready to leave us for dead. While I was getting ready with a suit and tie, my family was thinking of suicide with the mentality of do or die. Motherfucker, pussy ass bitch. Woo! It was written, and now it's spitting. Bitch.
There's a monster on the loose. If I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. I'll have to stop him before he gets there.
Pain and anguish, fame to the name and language. Against the grain, you'll vanquish. Elevate the game so high we're orbiting planets. Karma, fate, only Allah know the anguish. Spirituality, torn reality, sworn to mentality that's anxious. Beyond desolation, find my one true destination. Amongst the reservations, placements and basements. Facing ancient statements from foreign invasions. Came in blazing, erasing native faces. Names taken and buried faces in miscellaneous places. With our fur in hand, they reserve shit land adjacent to chem stations and pour water infestations. Young Prudo faces, waiting on Trudeau statements. Birth first to the nation, somehow earning the worst of placements. Weaving and dodging federal alliances. Got inevitable blindness to violence with knowledge of technological appliances. What do I gotta do? Mention Aristotle? Or that my mama died by the bottle? Or that I ain't got no role models? Fuck, man. I'm coming in. Found the only constant change, going deranged and strange. Hard to put love in a world where the native man painted with every drug in his hand. Self-destruct erupt, causing chaos and crisis. Kudos swore I'm from ISIS, elders with herb and spices, or reserved with their vices. Bosses paying you the minimum wage for most your diminishing days. Native is the name Makwa, letting me on the scene. Y'all fucked up, water here isn't clean. Chem factory down the street, with schools miles away from me. There's reserves that lack clean water. Problem with fosters and mass incarceration. Bunch of past altercations from the steeples, leaving people built with pension and resentment. Few handy sentiments gives us enough freebies to still label us needy. Truly don't think addiction is all that bad. Just be careful with the ones you have. Living a D-Day in these pages, there's no order to see. Brothers more than keen for morbid things. Of orbiting with core orders, ordering. Product of when you isolate and hate and move past preaching hate. If I should die before I'm great, I pray the Lord my soul to take. This the toll of gray, bank loan payments, credit and shark loan statements. Dark rum and soda pop to chase with. Hate to waste, so use both sides of a page. Take on debts to cover shame. Hard to tame stuff kept in a cage. Can't calculate the rage with people praising the stage.
Is it your own destiny, or is it a destiny someone else has tried to force on you?
Stop it, Uncle. I have to do this.
I'm begging you. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Who are you? And what do you want?
Bostic complacence got enough to offer the ops some patience. Here's some observations. My race is ancient, my brain is anxious. Man of First Nations got land of reservations. Trudeau's clever agents with every statement divide and conquer. Control facts about the vax and act imposter. From the tyrant handbook's first page, stir up the rage. Trust is latent, I'm no saint or patient. Just a picture I painted. Renovations from bro's basement to my own placing station. Mind of matrix and times of stasis. The mass marauder and resonated. We're bound for greatness, not throwing hands. Only verbal demands, a 5-year plan, a whole scheme of visualizing dreams. A life beyond coffee and tea with no cream. Push to poverty with robberies and no apologies. From presidential prequels to residential steeples. Reside in my mind, Einstein the sequel. KOK times 9, E equals MC squared. Well, they dared, so I came prepared. Laying in my lair, King David the heir.
It's important to draw wisdom from many
others, the other elements, and the other nations will help you become whole.
Took a while till they was getting me. I was being missionary, babe, to the end of me. Trying to get by with this remedy is what it's telling me. How long do I really have? Not till infinity. They don't like to see a hater real me. John on night of goon in the booth. Mohawk and Chippewa, Narrow Part 2. 3 tribes of Jamaica, get your dog goon. Well, I don't have the time while I'm here while my brothers rest on my goons. Had to stay up on these tracks, only speak the facts. What I lost and when I get back is the truth. It's all that I know, it's not till infinity. Cause the only thing guaranteed is death. When I say I'm okay, I don't need no rest. Did my best and I'm still stressed. Well, it's not till infinity, there's no death to make you feel pain when there's nothing left. I was be a goon till the end of my breath. Feel what I get, I'm chillin', chasing in this life that I said, not till infinity, just what I guess.
This city is a prison. I don't want to make a life here.
Life happens wherever you are, whether you make it or not.
I wish I had some of my fame till infinity, cause some of what I lost be getting to me. So now I always try to be there for my goons and family till infinity. That's how this goon tries to be, but sometimes I don't know what to really do, so I get on tracks with the resin crew. Now this RG don't know if I want to sip on a brew. I just do tracks till infinity and help make the new.
Life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel. But if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place.
With no to open no hoes. No, I can't fade this place and wave it though. Watching it favor hoes, small town reds, who rippling debt. Even my neighbor knows. Coast to coast, I got mojo for 4 photos in a promo. Defense and go slow, going toe to toe in the dojo. All that pain, your soul hold with its weight in gold. Staying hidden like a quick decision on the baseboards. Giving my kin Nintendo Switches. Stay away from extendo clips and pretend hold bitches. Triple chamber digits, fidget as my brain reach new limits. Windows too tinted, studying synonyms, indigenous idioms and alliterations in a multi-minimum.
You must let go of your feelings of shame if you want your anger to go away.
But I don't feel any shame at all. I'm as proud as ever.
Pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame.
I'm chillin' down in KP with my family, and they always telling me you gotta slow down the drinking, it's gonna kill your kidneys and you won't have till infinity. All they'll have is the memory of all the music and the video left behind for your family. And I know it seems hundreds of times, but you gotta keep your head up like you would telling RG. John on night, they're gonna know who I'll be. The only one that lost everything is still pushing on in this life when you're not supposed to see. As it was supposed to be chaos in the streets, and you wouldn't get to see the days that we see. All brothers that we lost within weeks. Thank you for what you teach, and you got to help me to be this national bay artist that came off from the hate from my own family. But I'll keep moving on what you see. Res Goon Mixtape Volume 1, what it could be.
This one was inspired by Logic. It goes out to anyone who's gang related. Also, shout out to Mia Malkova for following me on Twitter. She a real one. Never thought I'd live this way. Barely see the light of day. Keep riding and I might have a say. Hold on to the faith that I'ma make it this way. Early in the morning I'm sworn to busy rewarding all of these pages that are torn in. I may be boring, soaring high alone, but that time spent distracted by your phone is when you're truly on your own. Watching girls, motor trucks, and cars with 2 tones. Who knows what else with incognito stealth. Clip the Hitchcock's graffiti belt or twit stacks and ego wealth. Wonder if my work ethic has increased or if it's cause I'm skipping sleep. There's something tucked deep within my genetics. Look at my forensics and see the relentless disease that lets me write with ease. Watch Roa, know of Zorro to forget tomorrow's sorrow. Like the time we're living on is borrowed. I deviated and I'm faded, looking jaded, but at least I'm alleviated. Isolated and I stated that I'm loved and I'm hated. Gonna be the greatest gang related. Never thought I'd live this way, barely see the light of day. Keep running and I might have a say. Hold on to the faith that I'ma make it this way. There's so much addiction in addition to what I'm living. That's turn on to giving with the system of eviction and the depiction that we're refusing prescriptions with no premonition of the demolition it causes. All of our losses and lost kids cause this. It's got us hostage, making monsters cause the world is so unforgiving. All of my white friends I am lucky cause attacks in school. Like relax fool, out of a family of 9 I'm the only one who managed to use that tool. Cause the others, mainly my brothers, had no sense of protection, so they had no choice but to grab a Smith & Wesson. They were quick to learn the lesson that there's no time to be second guessing. No clue when someone with festered emotions would test their devotion and threaten the notion of death. But we're lucky according to the rest, I guess, claiming we got it the best on a reservation. It'll test your determination and that term First Nation. Seeing the occupations, wish they'd occupy some patience. Cause we all have a relation. Some blistered and drown out the pain with the drink stirred in their veins. Some have blitzed their brains way beyond comprehension cause of their constant stressing. Some the cops have arrested and the others just haven't confessed yet. Let me say a few things about residential schools. They came in to make us look like fools. Label my people as savage and came into average our average way of life. Guess we should have brought more than a knife to that gunfight. All of those candidates were handed shit from outlandish bids. Why can't I learn from all of my burns on this reserve? Just broken trust and angel dust fills up my home. Dudes token up and hoping luck will heal their soul. I had it real lucky, but life is real fucky. My true roots are tucked deep in the streets with freaks and geeks. I listen to these beats with needs and cheats. Thought my brothers would keep me off the street. Who knew they'd be the one to pass me the heat?
Yo, kicking my rhythmic shit the best way I can. See, I'm the man with the plan. They don't understand, they just lack the potential. See, I got the credentials. Watch as I bust rhymes that'll leave you twisted beyond your mental. Dispensable with the pencil, they know I got potential. Reaching for the stars, I shine brighter than most of y'all. You cannot compare, this flows like the PCP dust. Have you leaving butt naked in the air?
Lost faces I embrace with, shackled by the chains between these bracelets. Another man's views has us confused, greed chasing. Oh my, the elevation when you excel at patience. Locks a hella wasted, leave a fella nice and complacent. Spend some time in your mind's mansion. Find your hell, ransom, adrenaline, and a gentleman. Penny full and the lines we're sending in. See how the tables turn. This is the fable I yearn. I'm able to burn line after line, rhyme after rhyme. I do this all the time and in favor somehow earned the lessons we all need to learn. Observant, realize I'm nervous for the palm versus calm on the surface. Cause I yawn on purpose, taking deep breaths round the surface.
If they wanna test it, then they gotta bring it. I'm Laguna, they already did it. Got family with it when it comes to the June. Then they know we split it. Got me in my zones, I've been different locations. When you go home, I call, get it done. I still hold it strong. Got artists coming with it, but it's all unknown. Is it really what they write? I don't think it, bro. Got mad respect for these artists, though, when they got the heart. Bro, when they say they really what they write, these lyricals, I gotta tear them apart. So, John, kill it from the start. You just a mark artist that you wanna try to top, John, but you really gotta be about this. So, where's your sounds, kid? Tell me another one, cause they already did it. When I put my foot in it, just know there's 50,000 with it. So, John got the brothers, they say they down for me, but I'm the one that really run this.
Coming up from nothing, most dudes is bluffing. Y'all are telling jokes, I must be Batman or something. Ain't no discussion, I leave the adrenaline rushing when you hear the percussion and the way the speakers are bumping. And when Leo's on the mic, it's time to change the fucking subject. I see behind the lies, spit truth in these rhymes. There ain't no surprise, I demolish these other guys. I'm born a successor, mastered the weather. I changed the world with the words that I speak, and y'all just can't compete.
Hey yo, this is a hard life when you cannot write. My grandma left with prescriptions, I'm left with descriptions. Next to get in with bets of red skin, I stick out on the exception. Don't care about your acceptance, just know I got the best friends. That's why I left them. Split personality and actuality, passing fast on tax and salary. You can tell if they're reading the script they wrote or if they've really seen the shit they wrote. Kit Harington, remind me how it's fair again. You took the native kids and experimented.
I'm just getting warmed up, it's only just a taste. I've been took where me and David Gray grew up without each other. Now he lives with me to this day. That's my brother Connors. I'm the only one that really rose up on the sky. Bars of bear to keep practicing. I took on better by far. That's that life you don't really have to try. A goon take his time on every set of rhymes. I run the rest goon so they know with respect from a goon every time. Seeing born indigenous, Mohawk, Chippewa, and Iroquois, you can see it in my eyes. Ain't no competition with these guys. Plenty of times have to go against me. Don't think get it yet. I had to write this last verse and still always be the best by far. I know to see it though. I gotta give respect to our guests though. Hope next time I ain't gotta go hard on y'all.
Presidents to represent me. I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for every presidents to represent me.
Dream far too big for the canvas, never even planned this. Fuck the weed smoke, feel it tucked into my ego. Interrupting free throws for throwaways, dream to see those. I'm seeing demons through these notes, praying to seek hope. Acting stupid silly, flipping packs from Philly. Shooting facts to be instilling, and kids with that's for killing. So how we break through ceilings, so lit don't even remember my own building. Dream about living in hills with the views. Fuck plenty of hoes and still confused. People is staring, it's apparent the first to be caring, which in some sense scary as situations tense and hairy. Operating a timesheet, I see now why you're behind me. Your time declining as my mind's reclining, as I design rhyming, activating my mind's eyes timing. Contemplate making this Nate the face of suicide. Why is fate pushing me to do or die? Who am I before 8? Fucking hate. Mom and pops got a grave, praying they stay out the hot place named hell. Lying to others, we're doing well. Can't help but address our mental health. If it were wealth, we're below the poverty belt. Where the shame coming from? Pride got me under his thumb. Lost 2 bros to rap names and guns, the other 2 from fast lanes and drugs.
I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for every presidents to represent me. I'm out for 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 every presidents to represent me.
I'm all for dead presidents to represent me. Took 15,000, now these diamonds on me. It was stolen from a sibling of a thief, cause you didn't like to see me buy a chain that came from me. The dead presidents that paid for the VVS that you seen, while my goons get high with me. The dead presidents run this world with all this money, while I kick it while my brother on his beat and bring the heat and have him vibing on his lyrics while they sing the chorus that relate to an RG. My only family with me, you won't find me on stage cause that ain't for me. The only national bay on the mic to drop a killer verse that'll get me top, cause the thought that my verses stop after my homie can't speak. Cause now it's like I have to write this goon life for him and me and my family. If I don't have dead presidents to provide, then I'll have to make a change so my family can eat for me. And it's hard to get by when they disrespect the place for my kids to sleep. Never again will it happen, my kids, and that's a promise that I always keep. The fucker that always seems to follow me, I can't shake it off, and it's hard to sleep. Some days it gets hard to motivate myself, so I try not to give up on myself, cause
every presidents to represent me. Every presidents to represent me. Every presidents to represent me. I'm out for 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 every presidents to represent me.
Hey, it's been a little minute. I got some shit I want to spit. You might even have to question it a little bit. Yo.
Select techniques to defeat any Gretzky MC. Only deposits with withdrawals to save me from withdrawals. Fighting quick draws, coming up with sick bars. Cause all these dicks are pieces of a jigsaw, one that's bizarre. Writing like a wizard with cold blizzards. Off the liquor to be quicker, leave fissures and blisters. Replacing misters, weary are the victors. With the quick serve curse, with the big works. Easily my darkest confessions come through lyrical aggression. Planned aggression, for I am addressing bros stressing with Smith & Wessons. Listen to old online tracks like Minecraft. Writing Minecraft, lighting lines that come from the mind's gap. Where your rhymes at? Got jarring, got eye stabs, and a few fine mats that'll leave your spine splattered. I dream big, live a life full of fantasy, doing shit most can't hope to see. I wanna see fiber optic, I want fiber live and shit the toxic. Telling myself to stick to chronic, pick which shit sticks and stay on it. Old phone, pawned it, old home, lost it. Faux soul, soft shit, is everybody going crazy? Wanna be Slim Shady's real slick but lazy. Got a few good bars, maybe. Set your sight high and get to aiming. Like don't wait for folk no naming. Life's a bitch and her specialty is slow manning. Keep the whole taming and you'll be no laning. Anyone can rhyme zone, who spits their mind though? Working for a fine flow and to keep my wine cold. Tapping into my spine cold, writing these lines slow. You're stacking boxes, I'm stacking hot shit. Get back to that assembling line and I'll keep assembling rhymes.
Wait, Ed makes music?
Fabled and labeled over, apparently we're not caring with reckless excuses. Haunted images passed down gen to gen of parents with their necks and nooses. Kanata, the land of kindness and mooses. Violence over politeness, choosing ducking stray cylinder spinners from shooters. Driving around in blue cruisers, got a mental that chess induces. Checkmate off two movements, hand gape to keep Beth Harmon lucid. As I contemplate whether or not I'm too late, sleeping next to Zeus's. Unlocked entrance, walk in, who is it? Dreaming of a life with more Dr. Seuss's. I'll be the one niche to do it, get a mention with a theater and jacuzzis. Spark a revolution without Max or Uzis. Teaching folks that's addicts better habits, facts and substitutions. The bloodline flows around loosely with dizzy hatred from bottle caps strewing. And stunning bets on slow movements, cause patience a virtue unlike the movies. Old best friends turn to meth heads with anger at a dentist telling them they're gonna be toothless. That shit is ruthless. Shame within my system, making me blame jurisdiction for the curse of addiction. Thank God I never did lines, set the ones with rhymes. Preaches for all the neighborhoods I lived in. Thank God I never been to prison. Set the one in my system, reaching for stars with what my dreams envision. Thank God for the ears to listen and the beers that glisten. A couple of niches coming up from the ditches. Thank God for bitches to ease the itch of addiction. Picking and choosing crews with views that's confusing. Misdetection is an intervention to raise the question. Stick to producing 2022 0428 we're introducing 3 pens, somehow my only friends. No cane to the denim, only ink to the venom. To send them behind on rent. Can't remember where my last dollar spent. Saying that's in tippy instead of 10 cents. Do this for the victims with no name, taken from their plane and slowly maimed. Many mentals erased and feeling resentful for positions were placed. Need a better way to get the voice heard. Tired of seeing the choices that hurt. Wondering if the radio will host it. Preaching about ghost kids. Hate I'm repping the look of the gangsters. Stressing about blood relations. Looking up, gonna grow, start sicking up places. Got masked faces with pistons tucked. No money in this rap game, only fast lanes. Hard to look at us and say that's sane. Spawned in, free disposition for free addiction. Holding faces so close to a screen. Fantasy the only escape from the life around me. Uncles and aunties partying around till 3 a.m. Only the broke homes know what I'm saying. Observations and late night conversations about cop placements and what the stakes taken. Exhaust smoke, expired old egg yolk, and with heavy dish soap and scrap Chevy stowed in a 4-car garage out of 2-story home. Writing stories like Maury of glory and hope. Want to represent for us, for those who lost trust. Went from fuck the cast to working this craft with no rush.
Okay. That's about all I got.